What's up, YouTube? So in this video, I'm going to be going over my picks for Week 8 of the 2019 NFL season. I got to get straight into this. I don't have a whole lot of time to record, and I got to get this out today before the Thursday night game. Redskins versus the Vikings. I'm going with the Vikings. I just think they have too much for the Redskins. Seattle going into Atlanta. I'm going with Seattle. Atlanta's defense is pretty bad. Their offensive line is questionable, and Seattle's hot. Philly going into Buffalo. I'm going to give the edge to Buffalo, just barely. I think this could go either way, but I'm going to give a slight edge to Buffalo. The Chargers going into Chicago. I'm going with the Bears. I think that Bears pass rush is going to give the Chargers a lot of problems. Their offensive line has really struggled, and I think they're going to eat Phillip Rivers alive. Giants going into Detroit. I'm going with the Lions. I think that the Giants are they don't have enough to really contend with Detroit. I know that Kerryon Johnson is going to be out for the season, but I think the passing game for Detroit is going to be enough to move the ball against the Giants defense. Tampa Bay going into Tennessee. I'm going with Tampa. I think Ryan Tannehill is still going to be starting for the Tennessee Titans, and even if it was Mariota, it wouldn't matter to me. I just think Bruce Arians is going to have enough of a game plan to hopefully beat Tennessee, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Titans pull this out, but I am going with Tampa. Cincinnati going into LA to play the Rams. I'm going with the Rams. Cincinnati's terrible. I don't think I need to explain myself. Arizona going into New Orleans. Arizona's kind of bad. New Orleans defense is pretty solid, and I think that Teddy Bridgewater in that offense, it's still enough to beat Arizona. The Jets going into Jacksonville. I'm going with the Jaguars. I just think that the Jets don't have enough. I think Jacksonville's defense is going to be enough to carry them, and I think Gardner Minshew is hot enough to be able to get past the Jets. The Denver Broncos going up against the Colts. I'm giving it to the Colts. I think Indianapolis' defense is going to be good enough to give Joe Flacco enough problems, and I think that Jacoby Brissett is going to be able to lead their offense against Denver's defense, who hasn't been as good as it's been in recent years. Carolina going into San Francisco. I'm going with the 49ers. I think that the Panthers are not as good as they were. Kyle Allen is playing pretty well, but their offense is pretty one-dimensional. Christian McCaffrey is having to do way more than he should have to, and I just don't think that's going to be enough to beat San Francisco, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong. The Raiders going into Houston, I'm going with the Texans. I just don't think the Raiders have enough to beat the Texans. I think that Deshaun Watson is going to have a pretty big day. I think their defense is going to really give Derek Carr some problems, and I'm going with the Texans. The Browns going into New England, I'm going with the Patriots. Obviously, they're consistently great team year after year, and then you add Mohamed Sanu against a struggling Browns team. I'm going with the Patriots, especially at home. The Packers going into Kansas City. Unfortunately, Patrick Mahomes is not healthy. I don't know if he's going to play or not. He's been throwing at practice, but he did dislocate his knee, so he's not totally healthy. So if he plays, he might not be as mobile. His throwing motion might be thrown off, so I'm going to be giving this to Green Bay. And if Matt Moore is starting, I'm definitely giving it to Green Bay. I wish these two would have been able to play each other with Patrick Mahomes healthy, but that's just not going to be the case. So the Packers, I'm going with them. Lastly, Monday night, the Miami Dolphins versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm going with the Steelers. I just think the Dolphins, they're the worst team in the NFL right now. Pittsburgh's struggling, but they're not that bad. I think they're going to probably murder the Dolphins. And that hurts to say because I am a Dolphins fan, but also, the two bye weeks are the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens, so don't expect them to see them on Sunday. I had recorded this previously, and I explained them a lot better, my picks, but the audio didn't record, and I'm running out of time to record this, so I just kind of had to burn through them. So sorry about that. But yeah, I gotta go. So if you like this video, I would appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.